If you listened to the last episode and you only caught maybe 40% of it because your brain wandered off somewhere around that 6-minute mark, welcome. You are my people, and that is exactly why I am re-recording today's episode. We are building a bridge. Everything that came through in the last episode, we're turning into 3 usable pillars: manifestation, embodiment, and abundance. Today, we start with the one that nobody talks about correctly, and that is embodiment. Because here's the truth bomb we're opening with. Manifestation isn't about what you want. It's about whether you can let yourself feel like you already have it. Welcome back to the Spiritual Shit Show podcast, where we take the woo and the real and smash them together until something useful falls out. I am your host, your spiritual hype girl, Julie Wynn. And if you're new here or if you have ADD, no shame. We're all wired differently. Me too. This episode is going to give you the full recap and the bite-sized breakdown. So no matter how your brain works or how long your attention span is, the information is so important. I want you to walk away with something that is real. I want you to be able to listen to this podcast and be informed and have tools that you can use weekly to help up-level, shift, amplify your life. So here we go. A quick recap of the energy that we opened up last episode. We talked about how most of us are stuck asking the universe for things while our nervous system is still operating from lack. I know for me, sometimes when I look back at my journals, I'm like, oh my fucking God, I've been asking for the same motherfucking shit for like years now. Am I on some kind of like hamster wheel? What is happening? We talked about the gap, this space between wanting something and having something. I am great at wanting something. I am not so great at the allowance of it. And this is how most of us manifest. And this is also how most manifestation work completely ignores that gap. That gap is where today's whole episode lives. Again, ADD brain, I got you. We're going to make this quick. We're going to make it tangible. Here's the teachable moment. You can write the vision board. You can say the affirmation, but if your body has never felt what having it feels like, you're asking your nervous system to believe something it has zero evidence for. And that's the missing bridge. So here's what we're doing across this arc of the episode. 3 pillars, 3 anchored practices, one at a time, so nothing gets lost. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, manifestation. The ask, the clarity, the intention. Number 2, embodiment. Actually becoming the version of you who already has it. Feel it. Allow the experience of your manifestation to be experienced. And then number 3, abundance. Okay, so we're going to start with embodiment first. Here's the core teaching of today. So if you remember one thing, I want you to remember this. Manifestation isn't the moment the thing shows up. Manifestation is the moment you allow yourself to feel like it already has. Most of us do manifestation backwards. We treat it like a to-do list. I want the relationship. I want the money. I want the healed body. I want the new job. And then we just wait and we stay in the wanting. And wanting is the frequency of lack. It says, I don't have this yet, over and over and over and over again. That's the vibration we're actually reinforcing. Embodiment flips it. Embodiment says, what would it feel like in my body right now if this has already happened? Not what would I think? What would I feel? In my chest, in my shoulders, in the way that I walk into the room, in the way that I breathe. Teachable moment here. Embodiment isn't visualization. Visualization is a movie playing in your head. It's also really a creative way to begin dreaming and thinking about the life that you want to experience. Embodiment is asking you, your physical body, to literally rehearse the emotional experience, to practice feeling the safety, the relief, the joy, the confidence before the external proof exists. Now, in Energy Club, When the guides were bringing this information in, it was like, you have to be in an energetic alignment and allowance for you to experience, embody the experience of your manifestation. Your physical body, your energetic body has to be ready for it. It has to be on the same energetic frequency of your manifestation. So here's the anchored tool for the week. And I want you to actually grab a journal for this. Don't just nod along in your car. Normally, when we journal about manifestation, we ask, what do I want to manifest? What is it that you desire? And that question keeps us in the head. Today, I want you to ask a completely different question. How can I fully allow myself to embody this manifestation? How can I allow myself to fully experience this manifestation? So your journaling prompt is, number 1, what is the manifestation I've been asking for but haven't let myself feel yet? You want money in your bank account? Allow yourself to feel what it feels like to be financially supported. Allow yourself to feel what it feels like to not have to be working 20 jobs. Allow the frequency of that feeling to come on board in your body. Feel it, feel it. Number 2, if this has already happened, how would my body feel walking through my day? If this manifestation has already happened, how does my body feel walking through my day? Do I feel a relief somewhere in my body? Do I feel grounded? Do I feel lighter? Do I feel more capable? Do I feel supported? Do I feel worthy? We'll get to that later. The third journaling prompt is, what is one small action today that this person who has received and is experiencing the embodied manifestation, what's one small action that I can do today that that version of me would do? And I don't want you to force it, but this is just practice. Practice being that version of you. Start training your physical body to be able to hold that manifestation. Number 4, journaling prompt. Where in my body do I feel resistance when I imagine already having this? And this is where other things come in, these belief systems. Here's my thing. I want to fly in a private jet. When I allow myself to really sink into that feeling, the first thing that comes up is you're not worthy to do that. That will never be your experience. Are you kidding? You know how much money you have to fly in that private jet? You know how much, those stories, right? That is in the gap that's keeping us from our manifestation to the allowance of us to have the experience of it. So when you are writing out, I allow myself to experience these manifestations. Also, just loosely pay attention to if there's any resistance, thoughts, or beliefs that pop up. Number 5 for a journaling prompt. What would I stop doing if I truly believed this was already mine? And this is a game changer because this is forcing you to change habits. What would I stop doing if I was embodying the experience of this manifestation? If this manifestation was happening, it's already mine. It's here. I've called it in. I'm experiencing it. What would I stop doing? The teachable moment here is that last question is the one that really trips us up, because half of what blocks manifestation isn't a lack of belief. It's that we're still doing all the anxious, controlling, fear-based, limited belief, thoughts, actions, behaviors of someone who doesn't yet have it. We have to change the behavior before we can receive the manifestation. Embodiment means your actions start matching your already having, not your still wanting. I'm going to repeat that one. Embodiment means your actions start matching your already having, not your still waiting. So let's do a live right now version of this together. Even if you're driving, keep your eyes open, just breathe with me. I want you to think of one thing you've been trying to manifest. I want you to take a moment and feel it as if it already did. Where does that show up in your body? Check in with your heart. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath slow down. Let your face literally soften. And allow the energy of what this manifested energy is bringing to you, so you can attune your physical body, your energetic body, to the frequency of this manifestation. Okay, so a quick recap for today. Manifestation isn't about asking, it's about embodying. Your nervous system needs that felt evidence so you can believe it to be true for yourself. So it's not just a mental clarity or a dream or a hope, that it's something that you literally allow into your fully embodied, lived experience. What can you allow yourself to experience truly? Notice where your actions still say, I don't have this yet. And I want you to practice, even if it's just 60 seconds a day, practice acting from already having, I already have this, and allow your physical body to experience the frequency of that manifestation. Next, we're going to cover abundance, because embodying this feeling is only half the equation. We've got to talk about what actually lets you keep it, and that's your attunement to abundance. If this resonated, I want you to sit with the journaling prompts this week before you come back to the next one. Give yourself some time to embody the work, develop new practices, behaviors, thoughts. And if you know someone who's manifesting really hard from a place of lack right now, send them this episode. I'm deeply appreciative of all the shares. And that's it for today's shit show. I'll see you next time.